Well, it's always difficult. The one of the some of the things that have happened is that the budget rules have tightened up, and some of the rules that we used to be able to work under, we no longer can use. And for the 2002 Farm Bill, why we actually had an extra $73.5 billion over 10 years to add to the congressional budget office baseline, which the baseline is the budget for a farm bill. More recently, that has not been the case. Of course, the deficit has gotten higher. The debt is over $20 trillion at this point, and given some of the, I guess, macro or non-farm programs that people have been discussing, that the president has been discussing, why it's going to go higher. We've got a lot of older people coming in, and so that increases Social Security and health problems. We've got the infrastructure, we've got the wall, we've got various proposals that make it a difficult budget situation, not just for farming, but also for the wider economy, which if it's for the wider economy, it's also more difficult for the Farm Bill. There are interactions there that go back and forth. It used to be that we could use timing shifts. When you're doing funding, why you're scoring the costs of programs, of legislation, why you score up in a 10-year budget window, and if you can move costs outside that window, why you can keep the same program benefits, but it's just delayed. If you move revenues inside, why then that helps also in terms of being able to offset things that you otherwise couldn't. I'm not real optimistic about the funding. For the 2008 Farm Bill, we were able to get $10 billion from the Ways and Means Committee, all of which went to food stamps. So it is a tough funding situation. As you mentioned, we've got programs without baselines expire. Many of them expire after five years, when in order to get a out-year baseline for the next Farm Bill, they have to be funded for a full 10 years. And that became, it didn't used to be that you'd have a lot of those, but with the 2008 Farm Bill, why a lot of other interest groups wanted funding, and so one way to address that was to give them funding for the 5 years of the Farm Bill, but not give them a baseline on out. Jim Monk at the Congressional Budget Office has done a wonderful publication on the 37 Farm Bill programs that do not have baselines going in.